Hello, and welcome back to Living with the Leukodystrophy. I'm Carol Cross, and I'm your host, and with me here is Laura Cross, my daughter. And today, in today's episode, we are going to take a question from a viewer. Laura and I talked about this question, and we decided that I would take the question from the viewer, and because as a caregiver of a person with a leukodystrophy, in a way I'm also living with a leukodystrophy, sort of in a different way. And this is John. So he came to join us, I guess, today. So this is a question that Anne from Canada wrote. She said, as you live with Krabbe, which is globoid cell leukodystrophy, what might you have done differently as you journey through the life of Krabbe with the challenges it brings on? Okay, sorry about that. So Anne's question is about, it's a hard question because it's a bit about regret or, wanting to be able, wishing we had done something differently as we journeyed through living with a leukodystrophy. So as a caregiver, this is a question I think about a lot, and because I always want to be doing the best I can as a caregiver to a person with a leukodystrophy. Of course, want to do the best I can as a mom as well. So this is something that I thought about, and it's something that I actually changed when Laura was probably about 12 or 13. And at that point, I realized that I was focusing so much on the things that Laura couldn't do. And we spent a lot of time in therapies and just trying all kinds of different things to help her with her legs, with her hands, with her speech. We went to therapy a lot. And I'm not discounting therapy. It was a really important thing that we did. But I realized that I was focusing continually on the things that Laura couldn't do instead of on all the things that Laura could do. So I found an image that I think kind of captures a transition that I made mentally in my caregiving and as a parent, as a mom, with Laura, and it really made a really big difference in our lives. So I wanted to share the image with you today. You can see, I'll put this up in the camera, and it has the word disability on it with a magnifying glass. And what I like about the image and how it really speaks to me, and it kind of captures a change that I had that I wish I had changed much earlier in our journey with Krabbe. It's a recognition that disability is present. There's definitely disability in the life of a person with a leukodystrophy, but the focus, instead of on that part where it says dis, the focus with the magnifying glass is on the word ability. So changing this kind of mindset made a really big difference in our lives, where we focused on all the things that Laura could do, the interests she had. We worked on all of those things that she could do in her life, instead of focusing on that first part of the word, the dis in the word disability. So I think that I wish I would have seen this image much earlier in my life, and I would have really kind of meditated and thought about it and put it into practice a lot more in the way I functioned as a caregiver of a person who lives with a leukodystrophy. So, Anne, I hope that answers your question, and and hopefully, I think it's something that in all of us in our lives, when we can focus on the things that we can do, it helps us to feel more grateful and thankful about our lives and about who we are. So thanks for the question. I appreciate that, Anne. Thanks for sending that in to us. So that's it for us today for Living with a Leukodystrophy. Thanks for joining us. and we hope you have a great day.